watched it shatter on the ground. Love the way it made the sound. Held the sun, then let it fall. Painted shadows on the wall. Closed my eyes when light poured in. Chose the dark and called it sin. I tied the knots I couldn't untie. Cut my wings just to see if I'd fly. Every step I burned the road, carried the weight of my own love. Planted seeds in barren soil, turn the heat to watch it boil. Tore the threads I just sewn tight. Chased the storm and cursed the night. I was the match and I was the flame. Set the fire and took the blame. Wore the ash like second skin. Called it freedom, but it wore thin. I tied the knots I couldn't untie. Cut my wings just to see if I'd fly. Every step I burned the road, carried the weight of my own load. Found your words in a tattered book. Every line of memory I can't overlook. The ink is smudged where your tears once fell. In this story of us you can barely tell. Pages of us scattered on the floor, a diary of love we don't write anymore. Every chapter ends with a broken line, and I can't rewrite what we left behind. Your voice lingers between the folds, whispering truths I was scared to hold. Each scribbled thought is a wound that stings, but it's the silence now that cuts and clangs. Pages of us scattered on the floor, Let us seal with trembling hands a story written in the sands. I sent it off to find your heart, but it came back torn apart. Your name's still shining on the page, the ink now faded, worn with age. The stamp untouched, it made no sound. Return to me, still tightly bound. Return to sender, dreams denied. A love unanswered, tears I cried. Left alone, I traced the lines I wrote so true, each word a piece of me for you. But walls you built, they wouldn't fall, my voice unheard behind it all. Let us wait, a heavy stone, it carries hope but dies alone. Unopened fate, the truth it bears, a love rejected, lost in prayers. I press play on your voice tonight, filling the silence with your light. Every word's a fragile thread tied to the echoes of what you said. Say forever in this little machine, a time capsule of what might have been. Your last goodbye I can't erase, a voicemail left but not replaced. The crack in your tone, the pause in your breath, whispers of love and a touch of regret. I hold it close, though it hurts to hear. Your words are gone. capsule of what might have been. Your last goodbye I can't erase. A voicemail left but not replaced. I wish I could answer, I wish I could say the things I held back that pushed you away. But now all I have is this digital ghost, a piece of you I cherish the most. Saved forever in this little machine, a time capsule of what might have been. Your last goodbye I can't erase. A voicemail left but not Met you on a crowded day in June. The sun was high, but my heart sang a tune. Your eyes spoke secrets I wasn't ready to hear. The timing was wrong, but you stood so near. Too early, too late, love's cruel twist of fate, caught in the tides of what we can create. A moment too soon or a lifetime too late. We're the story the stars couldn't translate. Years pass by like a runaway train. I saw you again, but the spark felt the same. You smiled like the sun had never set. My hands were tied by a past I regret. Oh, time and you thief, you slippery fool. Why do you dance where we can't go? You mark our hearts with a bittersweet song, a love so right, but the moment's so wrong. Too early, too late, love's cruel twist of fate, caught in the tides of what we can't create. A moment too soon or a lifetime too late. We're the story the stars couldn't translate. Now I stand where the crossroads meet. Your shadow lingers on every the heart still warm.
Fingers trembling, the screen so cold. A memory trapped in a digital hold. Your smile still burns though the light is dim. I fight the urge to give in to him. Goodbye to the last frame of us. The pixels fade, but the pain won't adjust. Deleting the proof we once were whole. The photo's gone, but it still haunts my soul. We stood in sunlight, hearts untamed. Now shadows linger where love was framed. A single swipe and it's out of sight, but it lingers heavy in the quiet. Goodbye to the last frame of us. The pixels fade, but the pain won't adjust. Deleting the proof we once were whole. A photo's gone, but it still haunts my soul. It's not the picture, it's what it means. The ghosts of dreams caught in the seams. Erasing you doesn't make me free. It just locks you deeper inside of me. Goodbye to the last frame of us. Our pixels fade, but the pain won't adjust. Deleting the proof we once were whole. A photo's gone, but it still haunts my soul.
Fingers trace the cracked old screen, ghosts of words where love had been. Memories hide in pixel light, shadows dance in the dead of night. Your name still burns when it appears. Every word whispers through the years. Unread messages that I can't send. A story that will never end. I can't delete what we once made. Each line's a scar that will not fade. A digital graveyard in my hand, holding on to where we used to stand. You said forever, but here I am, scrolling through a broken plan. Each I love you cuts like glass in this museum of the past. Delete is just a lie we tell, but memories won't bid farewell. They're locked inside this fragile shell, a heaven where we also fell. I can't delete what we once made. Each line's a scar that will not fade. A digital graveyard in my hands, holding on to where we used to stand.
Found your words on the edge of the night, scrawled in ink that refused to fade. Every page is a ghost in disguise, tracing the truth through your paper lies. Your diary whispers what you couldn't say. The love you buried, the games you played. Every line's a wound that won't fade away. The pages of you left to betray. The coffee stains, they mark the pain. Each scribbled thought like falling rain. I read the cracks between the lines, a secret world no longer mine. Your diary whispers what you couldn't say. The love you buried, the games you play. Every line's a wound that won't fade away. The pages of you left to betray. torn corners, frayed edges, the stories remain. Your hand in every word, your heart in the stains. I can't rewrite it, I can't undo, but I'm learning to let go of the pages of you. The final entry, the ink runs dry, a quiet goodbye that didn't lie. I closed the cover, I let it go. A chapter ended, a life to grow. I watched you fading into the gray sky. No answers left, just a hollow goodbye. Your shadow lingered like a ghost in the hall. I keep reaching out, there's nothing at all. Your words were whispered, I couldn't hold tight. A puzzle of silence in the dead of the night. I trace the echoes, but they lead nowhere. Unfinished story that hangs in the air. Why did you leave me with a heart full of doubt? All of your reasons, you left them without. I'm tangled in questions that don't have a name, lost in the silence where love couldn't mend. The clock keeps ticking, but the wounds don't heal. A broken record of what's never revealed. Your name is a secret that burns in my chest, a love that unravels with no final rest. I see your face in the corners of dreams, a fleeting illusion that tears at the seams. The truth is a shadow I'll never embrace, a story unfinished, the memory misplaced. Why did you leave me with a heart full of doubt? That don't have a name, lost in the silence where love could
Our story was written on a fragile page with a pen that promised love would never age. But the ink is fading like a ghost in the sun. The words we wrote are coming undone. Your touch was the quill that filled my soul. Now it's dry and cracked where it used to be whole. The letters blur as the days drift by. A love once bold now whispers goodbye. Fading ink on a paper heart, tearing apart what we thought was art. Our masterpiece is losing its hue. Fading ink is all that's left of me and you. Each line we penned was a vow to stay. Now the parchment crumbles and blows away. The promises smear with the tears we hide. Our love's a poem that's lost its pride. The pen's run dry, but I still hold on, tracing the shadows of what's long gone. The script of us is a fading song, a fleeting echo. Where we went wrong. Fading ink on a paper heart, tearing apart what we thought was art. Our masterpiece is losing its hue. Fading ink is all that's left of me and you.
You don't love me like you used to. Your eyes don't spark like they once did. Silent words fill the spaces now, echoes of a love that hid. Was it the nights that lasted too long, or the mornings that felt so wrong? I can't find you in this room anymore. The heart I knew walked out that door. We built a castle out of broken dreams, but every stone was cracked, it seems. Now the walls crumble with a sigh, and I'm left asking why. Was it the nights that lasted too long, or the mornings that felt so wrong? I can't find you in this room anymore. The heart I knew walked out that door. I'm screaming at ghosts that don't reply, chasing shadows under the sky. But the truth cuts deeper than the pain. You and I will never be the same. Was it the nights that lasted too long, or the mornings that felt so wrong? I can't find you in this room anymore. The heart I knew walked out that door.
Almost touched the stars with you, almost felt the world in view, almost made it past the pain, but almost never holds the rain. What if we what if wrong had turned to right? What if love had stayed alive in the wreckage a ghost that lingers left behind. What if we had tried once more? Would we have opened heaven's door? Survived.
Took a left where the sun dipped low, four wheels rolling where the wild winds blow. Laughter echoed through the open night, chasing freedom under pale moonlight. The mountains rose like a secret kept, desert roads we barely slept. Dust on our boots, no trace behind, just the road ahead and an untamed mind. But only one came back, a stranger's face, eyes full of shadow, gone without a trace. Trip-carved truth left the rest erased. Only one came back, the soul replaced. The highway whispers stories untold, dreams unraveling like threads of gold. We saw something out there past the divide, while the rest of us just took it in stride. I saw him staring through the fading light, fingers trembling, gripping something tight. He won't say what stole his peace that night, but he left as my brother came back a fight. And only one came back, a stranger's face, eyes full of shadow, gone without a trace. The trip-carved truth left the rest erased. Only one came back, the soul replaced. We used to hum under the stars, melodies stitched into our hearts. Now every note cuts like a knife, it sings the ghost of our old life. Our song once was a love so sweet, now it echoes where we can't meet. it's just unrest. The radio plays it, I can't escape. The lyrics taunt me, they take your shape. We wrote our story in every line. Now it's just a reminder you're not mine. It spins me around a carousel of pain. The tune we danced to, now a sad refrain. A soundtrack of what we used to be. A bittersweet curse that won't set me free. Our song once was a love so sweet. Now it echoes where we can't meet. Every chord is a crack in my chest. Our song once, now it's just unrest. Turn it off, let silence fill the air. Erase the notes like you're not there, but still it lingers, a haunting flame. Our song once, now it's just a name. The room stood still like frozen time. No words to cut the fragile line. Your eyes met mine, a silent shout. A world of meaning spilling out. No sound but the thunder in my chest. A quiet truth we both confessed. The space between was loud and clear. 1,000 words dissolved in here. The clock hands moved, but we stood still. No need to climb another hill. Your breath was soft, a paper sigh. The silence louder than goodbye. No sound but the thunder in my chest. A quiet truth we both confessed. The space between was loud and clear. 1,000 words dissolved in here. We let the stillness write the page. No fiery words, no heated stage. The quiet spoke a song so pure. A fragile piece that could endure. No sound but the thunder in my chest. A
quiet truth we both confessed. The space between was loud and clear. 1,000 words dissolved